'Cause I'm crazy. And nobody's here. Amazing! Hello.
Yes.
And close it out. Technical difficulties. Type in there. Different live link. Because I'm having technical difficulties.
That's
As always.
different.
Difffeerent. Here we go. Share. Facebook. Because I never know what I'm doing.
What's the link for them?
It's on there. Come join. Because I never know how to do this right. Ever. Yay! I know. Watching at work. You bad girl, you. What is up, people? How are you doing?
Face.
How you doing?
Her face.
Let me fix this.
Book.
No, it's not Facebook.
You just put a link on Facebook, so I'm telling these people to go on Facebook.
I have my amazing daughter over here. Sky baby, no longer baby. Moderating. So we have moderator this time. Yay.
Am I moderating for that one?
Yeah, so get out of there. Close that. And go to the link. Go to mama. You just paused Charmed? How dare you?
There. Stop. Get off my knee, Mom.
Well, scoot over. You're taking up the whole couch. Oh, yeah, you're going to mute that. Mute.
I'm not mediating for this one.
How are you not?
Oh.
See? Boom. Yay. Okay, now we're good. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Weedy Wednesday. I'm doing great. Doing great, Kevin. How are you? How is everybody doing? So I figured last one I kind of went overboard and it was such a rush and it got me thinking and reflecting over the past couple weeks on how I'm going to do this Weedy Wednesday. Y'all up. Hey, you guys got the fair coming. We got the fair coming here too in PA this weekend. So gonna go. It's gonna be fun. But anywho, what I decided to do was this one I want to be able to do I say it's for novice because a lot of you aren't novices. I mean, heck, I'm not a novice, but there's a lot of things that are simple things that you don't think about when you get into herbs or you want to apply them or use them in your everyday life. And it could be very, very overwhelming, extremely overwhelming, especially when you want to start out because you get a book and you're like, holy crap, tinctures and infusions and macerations and what's this and what's that? What herbs do you start with? So that's kind of what I wanted to do this. Lots of Washingtons here. I like that.
There's an Arizona.
I know. We got England.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do roll call. Where are we at? Where are we all at here? Canada. Love the Canadians. PA. Yay. Are you in Port Angeles right now? Seriously? We're going to have to hook up. Hey, let's do some dinner after this. Dallas, Texas, Linwood. Lots of locals here. I love it. Philly, Oregon, Arkansas. Yay. Denmark,
England.
Michigan, Louisiana,
Northern Ireland.
Indiana,
That's cool,
Ireland. Yes, love my Ireland. You guys got to get me a trip over there. And Crystal from Canada, Georgia.
There you
ATL
go.
home, baby. All right. Louisiana, lots of the South. Vegas. Oh, man. Ting, ting, ting. I suck at slot machines. They're so much fun. Denmark. Atlanta. Love it. Illinois.
Whoop, whoop.
Awesome. New York. New York. Busiest city ever. God, I don't know how you live there. Crazy busy. Anywho, okay. So, where am I at here? Amarillo, Texas. They call me Mellow Yellow. Is Mellow Yellow here?
No, I wish. Mom, your phone's gonna die. That's not gonna work.
We're going to do it like this for a minute till my phone dies.
Well, I can't.
It'll be
can't really
fine.
tell. Jesus.
Okay. So, what I was saying was herbs can be a little overwhelming on where to start. So I figured let's start there and give you guys a little bit, kind of a project, a little stepping stone to build your foundation. And then that way you will be able to kind of have be able to get your feet wet, take a little bit of baby steps, and decide if you want to take this on full board or if just doing a little bit here and there is good. See, like that question, write that down. Bronchitis.
I get it late.
Oh, you get it late. Okay.
Mom, I'm on it. Don't worry.
She's on it. She says she's on it. So first and foremost, if you are on any sort of prescriptions, because a lot, like we discussed last week or last episode, you always want to pay attention to what prescriptions you're on, even if it's a type of vitamin, because there are certain herbs that do interact with certain vitamins. There are certain herbs that if you apply them to your everyday life, they actually will minimize the effects and take out the nutrients of certain vitamins out of your body. So they, kill the B12 that you've been taking every day or kill the iron that you have to take every day. And that's very important for something for you to look at. So when you are looking into taking any sort of herb and on a daily basis, if you have dandelion leaves in your salad, it's not going to make that much of a difference. But if you're eating them every single day, then yes, it will affect you. Have I ever made a tincture out of weed? Absolutely. That's it's the same thing. Weed is a weed, and you can do that with marijuana as well. Absolutely. And it will not give you that body high. But the best way to do that that's a whole nother subject. We'll do that. But it's a good waste of weed in a lot of ways. No, weed in a tincture will not get you high at all. And something else is when it comes to tinctures, which is a really good thing, it is a very concentrated form of that herb. So you don't take as much. It's not like a capsule where you have to literally build up your system to be able to use that. So I just saw St. John's wort on the screen there. So such as if you're on any sort of antidepressant, any sort, even Prozac or Xanax, anything like that, that contain the MAO inhibitors. That is huge because St. John's wort contains that, and you do not want to use those as it will interact and cause a lot of problems for you. So very careful. You can always go to different websites to check that. WebMD.com, honestly, is a very great cross-reference for your drugs. There's also drugs.com that you take. So if you're taking a prescription and you want to use an herb, just look up the interactions and it will list certain herbs on there and let you know if it's something that you don't need to take. And that is a really, really big thing. Good question, Butterfly Moon. So some good herbs to have on hand for basics. Now, if you're looking to create certain things, tinctures are always easiest to start with, whether you do alcohol, whether you do with vinegar. You can also, you can do some in water. They're not as effective. I personally find alcohol most effective because it really extracts all the medicinal properties, the oils, everything about that herb into that bottle, and you can use it. Now you can dilute that alcohol tincture as well. You can put it in an oil. You can put it in some more water, mix with that alcohol, and it will really dilute it. I have come across some people who are alcoholics, and they're like, well, I can't take it because I don't want to get drunk, or I don't want it to really kickstart, make you relapse from being an alcoholic. The alcohol content that is in a tincture is so minute, you would literally have to drink probably 3 or 4 of those bottles to be able to even get the alcohol in your system. The way you take dosages off those tinctures, you're only doing a dropper full or so once or twice a day. So it's really not going to get you that drunkenness, I guess you can say. It's not going to affect you like that. A lot like the CBD oil and CBD tinctures that they say. It doesn't give you that body high. It's completely different. Kombucha. Yeah, it would be the same as kombucha because it's a lot like... Hi, Tim. It's a lot like the same as alcohol. Or what's the sake? I wonder if Anybody's ever made a tincture out of sake. You know, another one, a good one, is glycerin, vegetable glycerin. You can get it off of Mountain Rose Herbs. You can also get it from Bulk Apothecary, and you can even buy it in some natural food stores. So glycerin is a good base to use for tinctures. It does take twice as long, though, because it doesn't have that alcohol content in it to extract it super quickly. You know, always take it and keep them in a cool, dark, dry place. When you shake them up every day, you can check that out in my how to make a tincture video, but it's something very good. Another way, basics for tinctures in your life, is teas. If, yes, you can use apple cider vinegar as well for tinctures. Any sort of vinegar you can. And some people don't like the taste of apple vinegar, but it actually is very good for you. And glycerin is very thick. Yes, it is. But that's another reason why it takes a little bit longer. Same thing with oils. Any type of oil. If you want to just make an infusion, which technically, if you use oils, it's called an infusion. So it does take a lot longer for it to steep those herbs within that mixture, as long as you're shaking it every day, and it does take longer, but you still get a very potent type mixture. Honey you can use, good question. But honey, the one thing about honey is it doesn't keep as long, preserved as long as anything else. Alcohol keeps things, herbs in your tinctures preserved the longest. Next would be glycerin. After that would be vinegar. And then after that would be honey. After that would be water. So these are good things to go, and I will end up covering all of this stuff over time, definitely. And like I said, you know, with these, I'm working towards getting all my videos and broadcasts and everything a lot more organized, so that way when you have your notebook, we're not revisiting things too often, although it is good to revisit certain things at times because it's just a good reminder for those. It's something good to keep in mind, something you may have missed beforehand. So it's not anything, and it's stuff that's concrete. It's kind of cardinal law when it comes to herbs, and it's very, very good. Alcohol and water tinctures last about 2-3 years safely. Cool, dark place, always. If you can get amber colored jars, you can store them in. It's the best. Actually, in blue is the absolute best, but they're quite expensive. But you can keep them in your mason jars if you keep them in the cabinet, in your kitchen. If it's, you know, and it's not super hot. You don't want to keep them above the stove or anything like that. But cool, dark, dry place is a place to keep any of your herbs, whether it is your, you know, mixtures or just your dried herbs. So next, besides being able to make all these different things with your herbs and being able to apply them into your daily life, start with something that you know you're going to use every day. So if you're a cook, and I mean, granted, everybody cooks dinner, but not everybody uses herbs in their cooking. So if you use herbs and you do cook a lot, acquire them into your cooking at night. Basil's a great one. Oregano's terrific. Rosemary is another one that's a great thing to be able to add to your herbal cabinet. Now, a lot of good things about rosemary. Besides, yes, kitchen witchery. It's the best because you can use that as well as in your cooking if you are magical and you're witchy, like me. But those things do have dual purposes. So we'll take rosemary, for example. Rosemary, we also talked about last episode for your hair. It's great smelling. It's great for your hair. Stimulates hair growth along with horsetail. In rosemary and cooking, it not only tastes delicious, but it is an astringent. So it actually will help cleanse your body. In magical purposes with rosemary, it promotes prosperity and love. So you can use that and affect many, many parts of your life, not just medicinally, but also magically. So start with, when I did my course a few years ago, actually it's been several years, but I bet you do, Kid Blood, because that's just your style. When you start doing herbs, I used to tell all my students, you start with about 5 to even 10 if you feel, there you go, 5 to 10 herbs to start with. Study them, write them down, call it a book of shadows, herbal grimoire. You can write all those down in there and keep your log, how they affect you, how they affect the rest of the family, what you liked, what you didn't like, what worked best for you, and keep that, because that is the only way you're going to be able to keep track. And when you're able to do that, it honestly becomes second nature and it gets easier and easier. Once you, hey, Alvine, nice. I love that you're here. Once you get that and you master those 5, you know what they look like. You know what they smell like. You know what they taste like. You know what works best in a tincture. You know what works best in a salve or cooking with. Anything else, you want to be able to know those. When you feel comfortable with that, then you move to the next level and you add another 2, 3 to 5 at a time. Now, with the American Herbalist Guild, it's something that is quite interesting because I love you guys. Because you have to know frontwards and backwards in every way, shape, or form at least 150 herbs, which is a huge amount if you really think about it. Scientific name, what their properties are, what they do, allergic reactions, how they react, how can you use them medicinally, and what they look like, harvest them, what parts you use, so on and so forth. So it's a really in-depth thing. Now, what I would really like to do, and what I plan on doing with my Patreon account is I plan on doing herbal walks. What I also like to do from beginning to end.
It's not popping up right now.
I would like to be able to teach you guys from the beginning. Pick an herb. Let's go harvest an herb. Okay, after that, we're going to do this with this herb and teach you and show you what you can do with every one of those. Now, when it comes to healing someone, a number 1 herb, especially with cold and flu season kind of coming up because it is getting to be fall and wintertime. We're just getting out of allergy season. So with cold and flu season come up, what I highly suggest, if you really want to do something neat to help yourself and your family stay well this winter and this fall, I would do an echinacea tincture, because echinacea is one of the most brilliant herbs out there to ward away, to boost your immunity, number 1, and to also help ward away colds and shorten them. So there's also 2 kinds. There's 2 kinds of echinacea. There's Echinacea perpienda and there's Echinacea augustifolia. Now, what I do find is that my personal preference is Carlos. My personal preference is I like perpienda because I find that you get better results for that. Good addition there, Winding Path. With my Green-Eyed Owl blends in my cold flu tinctures, I've always done rosemary, Echinacea perpienda, and I've done elderberry, because all those 3 together will either ward it away completely, quickly. If you have a flu, literally I've not been sick in years and years and years from the flu. If I feel a little itchy scratch in my throat coming on, or sniffly nose, or even my kids get sick, or, the husband comes home with the flu, or whatever it is, you take that tincture a few times a day, that cold goes from being a week-long cold to literally just a couple days. So you do have a few symptoms, but other than that, it goes away. And it's brilliant because it's something that you can always have on hand. And when you make a set of tinctures in a quart, you can definitely have 4 or 5 bottles of that, and it would get you through the whole cold and flu season. And you can also give them away for gifts for loved ones. If you don't want to buy anything for anybody and you want to give them a nice, thoughtful gift, give them something that's going to help them stay healthy during the winter and the summer and the fall and spring. But 16 herbs in my tincture, holy moly, that's a lot. But I bet you it works like a charm.
This is a big one right now.
It is, okay. Herbs. So we're all about the anxiety, you guys. All about the anxiety. And I still have to do my part 2 for anxiety. A really big one, since we'll touch base on this, is I think the skull cap. And I mentioned it in my other one, in my anxiety video, but skull cap really does help. It helps a ton. And a lot of that has to do with just your nerves. Because when you when you're anxious, it's kind of like for those of you who smoke and you, I love you too, Jen. When you smoke, you know, when you have your nick fit or anything like that, you have a habit and you have that fit and you're just, or when, same thing with an anxiety attack. You know it. You get that cold sweat. You start to shake. Your mind goes a million miles an hour. Your heart might start racing or palpitating a little bit. That is something where a skullcap tincture would actually be very handy in because you can take it and it'll minimize the effect in the anxiety. You're fixing to get on a plane. Oh my God. People tell you to take Valium. Well, you don't have Valium. So valerian root is nature's Valium. Spoke about this in the other one. You have to be very careful with valerian root. Another reason why I tell everybody to research what herbs you are taking and what they do, because they do affect different people differently, depending on what prescriptions they are on. But with valerian root, so to speak, because it is also great for anxiety, it contains barbiturates, which you do want to look into chemical properties of herbs like that. And actually, I'll show you. I don't have that book over here. But you do want to look at that because certain people react to barbiturates different than others. Some people, it knocks them right out like no other. Others, it'll wire them out like crazy. That you just think that they went out and grabbed a crack rock or something because they're going nuts. And you don't want that. Also, you don't want to drink alcohol with it if you have a sensitive type of body. See, valerian root does that to me too. If I take too much. Now, if I take a little bit, it's not so much. And valerian's stinky. So a lot of people don't like doing it just because it's stinky. It smells like feet. So nobody wants to eat some dirty feet.
This one, my son has autism and does not sleep much. And any suggestions for that?
Yes. Something with the little ones, especially when they have particular ailments that they suffer from, such as autism. You want to do something that's gentle on their system. So, you know, that's a good one. Actually, lavender. Have you ever tried lavender? Because lavender is a great sedative. It's nothing too strong. It smells great. So not only aromatherapy wise will it soothe anyone, but you can actually eat it. Lavender ice cream, lavender cookies, yum. But lavender's good. Valerian's good. What's another one off the top of my head that makes you go night-night? Night-night. Night-night.
Yeah.
Drawing a blank here. I'll have to remember that. Yeah. Well, you got that one right down.
Is cholesterol. What's good? Someone has asked that. And there's another one for sleep.
It take a summer for sleep. Try loads and loads.
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis that goes with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, let me think here. Getting on with that. So, newbies here.
Hey.
Newbies.
He can go 36 hours straight without sleep.
Without sleep? That's not good. If you go 36 hours without sleep, after, what is it? After 24 hours, you actually lose. It's actually like being drunk, where you lose your quickness. So you get a little loopy out there. Another thing with herbs, if you can't get your kids to take it, you can make lollipops. You can make jello. You can make ice cream. You can make cookies. So you can use herbs and actually cook with them and make it kid friendly. And also with the glycerin tincture, you can add a little flavoring into it. Vanilla extract is another thing. And fun fact, vanilla extract is nothing but a vanilla tincture. Vanilla beans, put in alcohol, boom, you have vanilla extract for years and years and years. And that stuff's so expensive. It's retarded expensive. You're paying, what, $11 for a vanilla bean? It's ridiculous. So let's get together and grow some vanilla beans, shall we? Now, that's a great question, Alyssa. So she put, doesn't the heat from cooking kill the medicinal properties? Now, heated to a certain point, yes, absolutely it does. But when trying to think of, so this is what you do. You don't heat it to a boiling point when you do herbs. You get it to where you make the rest of the mixture ready. So whether it's candied, you get it to the candied stage to where it's done. Then you would add in your herbs. Same thing with baking. You bake, beat, do whatever you're doing. And then like lavender, you would be able to put it in there, and you put enough of it to where it won't get so baked out. Actually, when it does heat up, instead of, say you're doing a cookie, you're doing herbs in a cookie, it's actually going to release it into the cookie. So it's going to get in there. Now, it's not going to be, you're not going to eat cookies medicinally, sorry. But it will contain still some of the properties. Jello, when you heat up the sugar and the gelatin, add it in afterwards. So that way, such as, what's a good one? Mint. Mint is a good relaxer. Mint is also good for soothing a throat. Say you bought some basil at the store. This is actually cool. Basil at the store, rosemary, whatever it is, and you just can't keep it fresh enough on hand. So what you do, chop it up and get some butter. Melt a little bit of butter, get some ice cube trays, and you take that herb that you chopped up, that fresh herb. No, peppermint. Peppermint's actually always the best. That's what I say. I would do peppermint. But spearmint's good. Peppermint's got a lot of really good multiple uses and medicinal qualities into it. But yeah, chop it up and you put the melted butter into your ice cube trays and add that herb into it and freeze it. And then you'll be able to use that for cooking. Anything else? No, you do not boil tea with water or herbal tea. So when it comes to herbal tea, boil your water, get your kettle, does a steamy thing. And then that's when you put your tea bag in, or your little ball with your herbs inside of it, or your bag with the herbs inside of it, and you steep it. A lot of people like to cover it, put it in there, and you want to steep it for a good 10 minutes at least. The water color will change, and you'll know that it's good. Sweeten it with a little honey, little stevia, and you are golden. And you can do that daily. Now, if you want to only drink tea and get the healing properties from an herb, you are going to have to drink multiple cups a day, at least 4 to 5 cups a day for it to get any different. Now, I see a lot of clips driving me nuts. I see a lot of really big, important questions going on, such as seizures, autism. What's the other one I just saw? ADHD. Those are something that I love to help with, because I know that I can help you guys with that. But that is something that is not an easy
topic
answer. I can't just give you an answer for that, because there are multitude of levels of what you're taking, what you're doing, what's your worst symptom that you're suffering from. So I can't give quick answers for something like that. So just keep that in mind. It's not that I'm ignoring any one of you. My daughter is actually writing these down for me, because it's a great reference. And when I get my blog up and going, it's something that I can write down for you guys to have a reference to. But I wouldn't feel right giving you a right out answer. Great blood cleansing. Yes.
About blood, there's been many questions, blood-related diseases, or that increases blood counts. What any herbs or ideas?
Yes. So, Miss Loopy over here, me, has a big problem with taking care of her blood, and it's very important to me. Now, I'm not one I can take iron every single day, because it just doesn't, my body just doesn't go good taking iron every single day. So thanks, Johnny Dragon. You're awesome too. So with blood cleanse, if you are looking into cleansing your blood, helping your digestive system, and boosting the oxygen, which helps also with your circulation. If you have really bad circulation, so you have cold hands, is a good one is Triphala. It's Triphala. Triphala. It's actually a Ayurvedic blend, and it comes from 3 different barks of 3 different fruit trees grown overseas. So those 3 fruit tree barks combined is amazing in cleansing your blood, balancing your digestive system. There are no drug interactions whatsoever, so you can take it safely, and you will end up doing capsules on it. Did you just ban the guy that said I was hot?
No, he said...
I'm just kidding.
No.
But it's something that you really can take. daily and not have to worry about it. And it's good for those who are looking to cleanse their blood. If you really want to take things to the next level and you are into nerve pain, you want to look into, or arthritis pain, rheumatic pain, you want to look into cayenne. Now, cayenne pepper or also capsium is really good because it does give you a little warming body, so it helps your blood flow a little bit better, but it also helps with the pain. Now, you have to be careful if you use it topically, because if you're sensitive to anything like that, cayenne will burn. When you take it in a capsule, it's going to warm up your belly a little bit, so you do have to really watch your dosage on how much you do take. Beta thalassemia. I'm trying to think of what that is off the top of my head.
I have a question when you're ready to.
What's that?
There's been a couple people that either join in or whatever, and they're asking about the anxiety. Like this one girl named Jennifer, she just asked about her niece because she goes to daycare, and that
fibromyalgia, chronic headaches.
So
give me this pen real quick.
Ow! I'm trying to focus.
I'm focused. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, I'm losing it now. She said that a few times a week she gets sick and has to go to the bathroom from her anxiety and from her stressing it. Is there something that can help calm her anxiety? And she's only 4. There's been a couple of anxiety questions. I could answer them if there's
a lot of anxiety going on. Migraines, I'm going to tell you right now, feverfew. Capsules, tinctures, any of that, feverfew is a godsend for migraines, along with white willow bark, because it is nature's original aspirin. Now, you do have to be careful of that if you take any sort of blood thinners or anything, or have any sensitivity to aspirin, because that's what white willow bark basically is. So fibromyalgia, anxiety, all over the place. Everybody's got so much anxiety. Now, why do you think that? I'm curious to your guys' opinion on this. Why do you think there are so many... I'm a master herbalist, Mr. Martin, and a nutritionist. I've been practicing herbs for, 20 years now, if not more. Meadowsweet. Yeah, meadowsweet is also very good to that. You can buy your herbs. Mountain Rose Herbs is a great company. They're a very big company, and they're beautiful in the way that they give back to the environment and the ecosystem. So if you want to buy from anybody that's reputable, I would say Mountain Rose Herbs. Yeah, Trump does cause anxiety. But if, when it comes to actually buying anything fresh, I would also say that I would grow it yourself if you can. Because you never know what kind of pesticides and stuff that people are going to... I got you, Big Joe. I would do the trifala, dude. I really would, because of the balance in the hemoglobins. It will boost your hemoglobin levels. Therefore, it allows your body to reproduce those red blood cells a lot quicker, because your red blood cells, they literally regenerate every couple days. So if your body is not rejuvenating them quick enough and you're sluggish, then you get cold quickly. Your blood's not circulating good if you're cold all the time. Also that if you bleed out quick, and so say you get a cut and your blood doesn't coagulate really quick, then you need to really work on your red blood. It's trifala. It's TRIPHALA.
Yeah,
trifala.
You're gonna have to look up about anxiety stuff.
There's a lot of anxiety, and it's touchy because some people react to different herbs different ways.
Well, some people have different triggers.
So,
right?
Back to the basics before we start diagnosing people here, because I'm not diagnosing anybody, because it's not my job, because I'm not a doctor. So please see your doctor and talk to them about anything that you hear on my YouTube Chick channel, or that I say, because I'm not a doctor. I should have been, but I'm not.
You've been one crazy doctor.
I would have been an awesome doctor.
Whatever.
I'll be your doctor. Yeah. I look good in a nurse uniform too. Ooh.
Gosh.
Did hear something new for her. So when it comes to, no, I've never really used neroli oil. I don't know why. People always ask me that, and I don't know why. But you know, my mission here on earth, this life, what up, Thea, is to heal people. And I want to spread my knowledge that I do know, and it's just my gift in a lot of ways. So a lot of this, it's hard to speak to the masses a lot of the times when it comes to one-on-one. When I can talk to somebody, I can literally tell people, A, if they're lying to me, B, what they're needing and what they're missing. Because I've had people tell me that they've been to the doctor, they have no idea what it is, and I'll ask them, do you have this, and this, and this? And I'll let them know, because I can pinpoint exactly, just by talking to somebody and feeling their energy, what it's missing and what they need to do to start that step. Now, when you take care of yourself with herbs and you apply an herbal regimen to your daily life to help alleviate any sort of thing that you have, is it's steps. You literally have to take steps, because it's just not a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing. It just doesn't go away overnight. It does not. So you have to, yes, I'm into nature. I love nature very much. Nature is my church. Welcome, Chris Moon. I used to have a P.O. box. I never got anything, so I canceled it. I have an address. Hit me up, Dirty Dean. I'll give it to you. But where am I? What was I saying? Got distracted.
You're talking about your wife and...
Oh, yeah, why I do what I do.
Thank you.
Skirt, squirrel. Okay. But no, I'm here to heal the masses and spread my knowledge and such. And if I can really help people, whether it's just to give them a little idea, so they have some certain ideas and knowledge to go to the doctor, then they can be able to go and say, hey, doc, I've learned this, talking to my herbalist, will this really work for me? And they will be able to help you. And also, not everybody can afford certain things. And I'm sorry, yes, there are a lot of herbal supplements out there in the world, and some people can't afford that out there either. And a lot of it, too, is that the stuff you buy on the shelf from certain companies, I'm telling you this right now, and it drives me crazy. Ooh, I got an idea. I'll go get it. I'm going to have to go get it.
You want me to go get it? What is it?
I can find it quicker.
All right.
So, but the stuff you buy on the shelves now, herbs, once they are grinded up and put into a capsule, they are only good for a year, okay? Even if they're stored properly. Maybe 2 years, 2 years. So the stuff you go and buy at GNC, Super Supplements, Nature Valley Store, whatever the heck, is not that great, because these companies that mass produce these capsules, you're buying capsules that are like 5-10 years old because they've been sitting on a warehouse shelf, and that is not cool. I'll be right back. I gotta show you guys this point. It's a good point. Tell them something cool, Sky.
I don't know anything about this. I'm just your mediator.
Just tell them how awesome and how much you love your mom.
Yeah, I love you, alright. I deal with you enough.
You love me. I'm your favorite. Oh, I don't have one of my capsules.
You have people waiting over here.
Yeah, I got it. Just give me 1-2 seconds. Hold on.
I could find it quicker than you. You're taking forever. Yeah, see, they're blowing up over here.
Okay,
You're taking forever.
I'm sorry. I don't have my... I got all my other capsules out.
She goes waiting song. I like that.
Okay. So, look, and I bought these for a purpose. I don't take these things. They're still not even open.
This person's making me mad, and I'm gonna because...
So, yeah, I have a Twitter. Or I don't know if you're talking about me or not. Okay, so this is Nature's Way. Okay, this is milk thistle. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever bought my capsules, but if you ever have seen them, I've got them all put away. I can't even whip one out right now. Mountain Rose Herbs is where I get them. So when you see, if you ever see my capsules or if you've ever gotten capsules from me, you see them and they're all different colors and they're very pretty and you can literally see the herbs inside of them. So this is Nature's Way milk thistle, right? Look at the color of this herb. Whoop, or capsule. Blech. Pretty. All right. Milk thistle. Cool. Cool. All right. Here we go. No, I don't smoke these. Really, dude? Seriously? Okay, what planet are you from? You're seriously not in customer service, to tell you that, if you're asking stupid questions like that. I don't know what store you're at. All right, so this is Solaray. Pretty good company. They've got a good reputation. They've been around for a long time. Mountain Rose Herbs. Dandelion. Check this out. Same color. Now, check that out. So, can you tell which one's which? Not really. Doesn't look very nice. Gives you a little bit of something to think about. And it even says here, this is the thing that kills me the most. Where's this one? This one doesn't. Oh yeah, this expires in 2020. 2020. I just bought that this year. For an example. So this year, and that means what? 3 years from now they're still good? Not gonna happen. Horrible. Yeah. This was milk thistle. This one was dandelion. I do not take these. Just saying. My sister-in-law actually got these, and I kept them for this reason, because I want to do a whole video on it. After I make my capsules, boom! Boom! Oh, will you delete him? Drive me nuts.
There's a lot of people driving nuts. Say she got block first, then remove, and that's just... You should be able to just remove.
But just ban them.
Back. That's why you have to
ban.
Then remove.
Get out of here.
It's annoying.
We ban all trolls. We don't just kick them out. We ban them. Purple. Splat. So where am I? Where are we going on?
You're bashing those pills.
I was bashing the pills.
Capsules.
Okay. So yeah, and I don't have my capsules, but how well do crystals mix well with herbs? Well, I don't think you can actually take crystals. I wouldn't suggest eating crystals. Just saying. What colors should they be? They should be the color of the herb. Like dandelion, if I'm going to take dandelion, I would like it to be green. If it's dandelion root, then I would like it to be like really dark, beautiful brown. You know what I mean? That's just something... Well, that's what I thought. That's the way I took it. You eat crystals? I don't know. Basic herbs, if you were looking to do medicinally, basic herbs to start with, I would start with rosemary. I would start with echinacea. I would start with, rosemary, echinacea, lavender's always a good one. Oregano is a good one. Peppermint is a very good one. Because peppermint's good for lots of things and getting rid of fleas. You got fleas and you got animals. That's another thing too. Herbal medicine, you can use it for your pets. The dosage is a little bit different, but you can use it for your pets. Ginger's a good one. A lot of people, I'm a little biased about ginger because ginger is great if you get motion sickness. It's great to cook with, but I don't really have a whole lot of use for ginger. Cinnamon, magically, yes. Turmeric. Thank you, Amy. That's it. Turmeric's a good one to also start out with in your herbal collection because you can use it to cook, and it's a most fantastic anti-inflammatory for your system. So all the way around, good. Bee stings. Something that is great for bee stings is flat out tobacco.
But on dogs?
Yeah, you can use tobacco. Soak it in
that's
some
what he asked.
soak
I
it in
was
some
making
water,
sure.
and after it happens, and stick it right on there, and it'll suck the poison right out of there. It's great.
I remember you used to do that to me when I was little.
Yeah, Green Eyed Owl. I'm waiting. I need somebody to design my website. I have my domains. I have my hosting stuff. I've got my SSL certificates. I got it all. I just need somebody to build it for me. That's all. So, nice. Basil's good. Plantain's good. Turmeric's good. It's great for secrecy. Yeah, turmeric's good. Turmeric's good to make your own orange paint out of, or dye fabric out of.
Get Sky to do it.
Yeah, I posted something on Facebook the other day about it, and so yeah, I'm gonna do that for a casual talk. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a live thing on Facebook tonight, because I'm running out of time here with my my little ones. Oh really? Email me, just me be. Email me, but really, I do need help. I've got everything done. I just don't have I just do not. 3 kids, 4 dogs, 2 cats.
We got a farm.
A house. Yeah, come on. I just need some help. I'm doing an online shop. The brick and mortar store that I wanted to get was, I got outbid, and it actually came at a good time because with everything I've got going on, I wouldn't be able to do my store the way I want to do it. So, yeah, but, yeah, so I hope I got you guys a little bit of information. And next Wednesday, I'd like to do another Weedy Wednesday. I'm kind of doing it every other Wednesday, it seems like. But I want to do a casual live broadcast, and I'm actually probably going to do it tonight. So, husband's not here. Woohoo! Party! And, I kind of want to just invite everybody over.
Party.
Witchy party! And if you're live on our tip, it'll be. Can I do it under my page? Would that
Facebook?
work? Yeah.
You could do live.
Maybe
on
I could just
Facebook.
do. I could just do live on.
You'd probably get
YouTube.
more people on Facebook though if you wanted to. Just saying.
Yeah, we need to get together. Are you in PA? Just get. I gotta message you. Yes, midnight margaritas. We should do that. That's a good idea. All right, real quick. So should we do YouTube or Facebook Live tonight?
Telling you, Facebook, you're gonna have a
Tiptoe
lot more
late.
people.
Tiptoe late night.
But we gotta make sure I can kick people out.
Most of you guys will be. You can kick everybody out.
No,
She's all like, "I'm gonna wear my security shirt tonight." Watch out, those people. It's kind of even. Are you in PA? Really? Like right now?
See.
I'm gonna go to the store.
People are agreeing.
See,
with
no,
me.
everybody's saying YouTube.
No, Facebook.
YouTube.
Facebook. All right, you know what?
Yep,
They're
YouTube.
your friends. That's why.
Boom. Okay. So, I know Sky the bouncer. No, she's not transgender. She's just lesbian. Thanks. She doesn't have a penis. She still has her vagina. That's my baby girl. My first girl. You can talk crap all you want about my kids. Don't talk about my kids. Don't talk all the crap you want about me, not about my kids.
Yeah, you just messed
Please,
that up.
just mess that up. Skirt, squirrel.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go, Carlos.
Yes.
We be friends.
Yeah. Talk all the crap you want about me. You do not talk about crap about my kids, because I will burn your house down. Period. In more ways than one.
Oh, she's crazy.
So, yeah, she's 17 now. She's not my Sky baby no more. She does rock.
I do what?
You rock.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Yeah, don't bring the mama bear out. Mama bear is mean. But anywho, thank you guys for joining. I will be back soon. Dirty Dito gay, so I got your back. Yay, Italy! Oh, I want to visit you so bad. I got family there.
Hey, Dirty Dean, I got you.
Dirty Dean's awesome. He's been around a long time. Long time. I've known Dirty Dean since he's a little bitty boy.
That just sounded creepy. Don't say that, Mom.
Anywho, thank you guys. Washington. See, a lot of Washington states, man. We need to do like a meeting here.
Get together at the mountain.
Get together at the Mountain Olympic National Park. Tubi, get together.
Oh
Come on,
my.
people. Woohoo. Should so do it. Bring some life to this peninsula over here. Go chase out all the zombies. That's really right, Johnny Be Good. All right, you guys. I love you very much. Check me out on my Facebook. Facebook.com/tiptoechick. Also on Instagram. Have my Snapchat. Getting out there. So, I love you. Thank you for joining me. And I will definitely be writing you down there for this real quick. I think I have it still.
Aw. I love you.
I love you guys so much. And thank you for being here. Bye from Italy. It's late over there. Or it's early over there.
Shoot, I don't know.
It's late over there. Love. Corey, you gotta still come up. She's still coming up. How does Skeleton win the award? He was outstanding. He says, oh, I have a joke. What do you call a pig that's hot? Or what did the pig say when he got super hot?
Oh, my Lord.
Bacon. Okay. On that, I'm out. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Spread the love and light all over the world. And together, we'll put out the darkness. Bye.
Mama.
Yes, baby.